Hello and welcome to the Lord of Nothing, the new DLC for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is the follow-up to the Through the Ashes DLC, which took our small band of ragtag adventurers through Canabris. I call them adventurers, they're more survivors. They're barely holding on, they're encouraged to avoid combat, there's lots of little puzzles, it's more cinematic than the main game. It's a very interesting experience and very small scale. And this ragtag set of adventurers is suddenly thrown into a much larger adventure, thanks to one of their party members. I believe it's Sindri. I believe that is correct, although the name is not here. So Sindri has a connection to a demon lord, and basically we're going to have to deal with that. So I'm going to read you the description, we're going to look at the difficulty, we're going to import our character, and we're going to go. So, the description. This standalone DLC concludes the story that began in Through the Ashes. After completing it, the Knight Commander will find a deadly new trial awaits them in Chapter 5 of the main campaign. Through the Ashes ended with our heroes on the cusp of the Abyss, where the fallen demon lord Sithud, master of ice and bones, was about to rise again. A ragtag group of Canabris survivors are the only ones who can stop him. Learn the secrets of the forgotten demon lord, collect his cursed treasure, and pave the way for new triumphs on the part of the Knight Commander. That's very interesting that this is unlocking something for the Knight Commander to do in the main game. That definitely implies a lot about what's about to happen here, and it definitely says that we could be still sticking to a smaller scale adventure if our goal is not to defeat the fallen demon lord, but is instead to merely provide a path for somebody of immense mythic power to go and defeat the demon lord, right? So, it's an interesting story, at least in terms of premise. Let's see how it plays out. Now, difficulty. We're going to be playing on core, which is what I played the main game on. However, it has been about 6 months, maybe longer, since I last played the game at all. So, in fact, it might even have been about a year since I last played the game. I'm not entirely sure, but this does mean that this is going to be very, very difficult out the gates, and it was also very, very difficult when we did the previous DLC. So I'm expecting that we're going to be on the edge of survival for the whole thing, which is going to be exciting, if potentially a little bit frustrating. But we'll see. That's where I like it. And then we have to choose whether we're going to import a main character or whether we are going to stick with the party we had before. Now, the party we had before had its problems. It had many problems with every character. They were all barely scraping through. But that's the way we like it. I made my choices with the previous set of characters, and we're sticking with them. So, let's go. The Lord of Nothing. One of the Frozen Lord's loyal servants managed to find a mortal named Sindri, who is capable of bringing about Sithud's resurrection. That mortal's friends, however, stood in our way, willing to face the most dangerous foes of the Abyss for their kin's sake. Even we dare not predict the outcome of this confrontation, but one thing is certain. Whoever survives it will play a crucial role in our master's fate. Okay. And in we go.
Whose side are you even on? What's going on here?
I'm on our side, of course. Who else's? As for what's going on, I heard the same as you. That scoundrel serves someone called Sithod. No doubt a hideous creature with a name like that. He carries within him a piece of this Sithod's power, and it seems I do too. I don't have a clue what's going on, but everything's relatively clear. Alright, enough chit-chat. This villain will come to at any moment and close the portal. Get going. Shoo! Don't you worry about me. I'll be sticking around here.
We won't leave you. Whatever's waiting for you here, we'll face it down together.
Have you lost your mind? We're in the middle of nowhere, in a blizzard, without hats, gloves, or even a fur coat between us. And now with no way home. You'll live to regret this, mark my words you will. But, even so, thank you. You are true friends. Your words have warmed my heart. Well, since we're all stuck here now, onward. Let's take down that masked madman.
Yes, let us do that. I am not confident in the slightest, but that is okay. Let's just check our party formation. Seems fine. Quick party recap. We have a bard. We have a rogue. We have a sorcerer. We have a cleric. We have a sorcerer. And we have a fighter cavalier. So, we'll see how this all goes. We also have thunder. Thunder is a horse. That is all. Right. Well, given you're a cavalier, I would imagine that you should probably ride the horse. Good. Solid. I think our first choice was good. Now I'm going to check the quick save button works. Wonderful. We'll be using that non-stop. And it is time for us to progress forward.
My legs carry me.
Right. Oh, into a cutscene. Minus the horse, which is not joining us in the cut. It disappeared. Okay. Where's the horse gone? Oh, we're dead. We are absolutely roasted and toasted, which is ironic given all of the snow. Oh, just waved his hand and he's like, we're out. Okay, okay, we got a chance. Where's our horse? Hey, why aren't they attacking us? I was all prepared to die, and they just stopped. I think the creatures have sensed the shard inside me. They won't touch us, but we still have to deal with the wizard. Okay, like, where's my horse, though? Well, that's not ideal. Okay, we get to go, well, second. Let's move our way up slightly. We are a little low on what people might call health. Currently, we could try and hold person. What's this guy got going on with him? 9 fortitude, 7 reflex, 11 will. He has damage reduction, except for magic. Okay, exceptions magic. So, hit him with magic, but not cold magic. Okay, I understand. Let's see what else we got here. So he has false life, which means he probably has temporary hit points. He has shield, which gives him a block against magic missile. The cold resistance. 4-strike ice missile barrage are also not going to work. Basically, everything else that we would want to hit him with is not going to work. So he can't be feared, compulsed, can't affect his emotion, poison him, disease him, charm him, daze him, nauseate him, stun him, kill him. Oh, sorry, use a death effect on him. Sleep, petrify, negative level him, ability score damage or drain. Okay, that's quite a lot. Effects and conditions. He's also immune to nauseated, sickened, exhausted, fatigued, and paralyzed. Wow. Okay. I mean, I would be tempted to do summon monster, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that. Why not? Unavailable. Okay. Hit with an ear-piercing scream. Fortitude save negates the daze effect and halves the damage, but that still might be our best damage. Hold person is a will negate each round, and it's only difficulty class 15, which means that is not going to work very well because they have a will of 11. Yeah, so they only need to roll a 4. Sound burst, yeah, it's an AoE, which isn't going to do very much. Lullaby isn't going to work. Yeah, let's try a little ear-piercing scream. We did damage. We have not yet actually hurt the hit points of this character. We have done damage. Okay. Antil is our healer. You're going to stand still and heal. And then, do you have a health potion? You have one that you could use. Yeah, why don't you equip that one. And then drink that one. Just top yourself up there. Okay. The first turn of a sorcerer. You go as far as you can here. Now, he has damage resistance, but only against... yeah, but only against non-magic. So we're going to try and hit him with magic. Okay. Bone Shaker is 3d6. That's 2d6. He's immune to magic missile. That's out of range. This is 1d4. Okay, can we Bone Shaker him? No, he doesn't have bones. Well, that is a problem. We potentially could use Bless if we want to just buff everyone else. I'm not even sure that's the right move here. I also feel like maybe we should have Mage Armored before we came into this fight. That might be a thing for the second attempt. Yeah, so no bones. So I guess Heavenly Fire is our move here. But we're out of range for that. How about Ray of Frost? No, we're out of range for everything. Well, that's definitely going to be a problem. He is undead, so we could disrupt undead. You could also use your turn to just simply separate yourself from the group and make AoEs less valuable to him. Right, Rikarth, can you make it up here? No. Fortunately, you can't. Okay. Well, I mean, just run as far as you can, I guess. And be prepared to stab next turn. Not really a lot else I can do there. Horse, get up this way. Don't really know why you're not in the combat. But, well, we're prepared for next time. Oh, you only went half your distance. Okay. Weird. Sentry, move up. And let's hit this guy with something. It can't be ice. Could disrupt undead. Could use Scorching Ray. This could do damage. Yeah, let's do a little Scorching Ray on him. Did 10 damage. Have we actually harmed him yet? That's the question. Wait, he skipped his turn. Why did he skip his turn? Did I miss a buff go onto him at some point? Or debuff? Wait a second. What did I hit you with? I must have missed it, but I must have hit him with Daze. Like, Daze must have actually worked. I didn't even check. I just assumed it wouldn't. So target is dazed means they can't attack. Double check that that is correct. Yes. Oh. How incredibly lucky. Hit him again. Fortitude save. 6 versus 5. So this time they did save it, but that's okay. We did, however, do some damage, which is what we're after. Yeah, how much health do you have left? That's actually important news. You still have not been actually harmed. Okay. I think you stay where you are, actually. I think this is fine. Cleric? Well, there's no reason to heal anyone this turn. So I think we just run you into a place where you're unlikely to get hit by an AoE. Yeah. Here, we're going to do a similar thing. We're going to move you over. And then maybe hit you with some Heavenly Fire. Critical hit. It did 11 damage. Is that real damage? Sort of, but no. Okay, stand here. Hit him.
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
So that should have just lowered AC, right? No, it did flat foot them, which is interesting. They lose their dexterity bonus to AC, which is fine. But I thought our thing would... yeah, I thought this. When target becomes bewildered... Let's see. Oh, we have to actually deal damage. I see. That's the problem. So you would lose AC if we had actually dealt damage there. Okay. Charge roughly in the direction of the boss. We ready next turn to hit it. Sentry, move over here. And... Scorching Ray. Okay. Ow. Yeah, that was sore. It's definitely more damage than I'm putting out currently. Hit him. Oh, they hurt themselves though with it. That was nice. So actually, what did they cast? Just to see if it had any other effects we should be looking out for. Anyone in the area takes 1d6 points of slashing damage per sorcerer level. Blah de blah de blah. Reflex save. Those who fail the save are unable to move for 1 round. And I think they failed their own save. Yes, I believe they did. They failed their own save and took damage. Okay. Cool. Did that daze work? That daze did not work. What does this mean? I'm not entirely sure what that means, but that's okay. Don't think daze worked. That's fine. You didn't really get hurt, so end your turn. Here. Gonna see if we can even get a heal in somehow. What's the range on that? Never mind. It was in range, but that wasn't what I was. That wasn't how I was planning on checking it. Yeah. Okay. Move a little closer. One of these. Nice. Another critical hit. Stab. We're basically just hoping for high damage numbers there. You cannot quite reach. You're both out of commission, I think. So, your best move might be to just drink one of these. There we go. Drink one of those potions. They only healed you for 2, but honestly, that's fine. Sentry. Scorching Ray? Nope. Alright. Going round again. Dimension door is annoying because it means that we might not be in range with a lot of our characters. Hit him. They saved on that one again, but that's okay. Right. End turn. At least we're dealing consistent damage that way. Yeah, you're not going to get in range with that. I could potentially shoot at you, but that's going to do nothing. Maybe a little bless here. Just get a little buff going. They're okay. Cool. And then move as far as you can. Which is not very far in difficult terrain, I assume. Plus, wait, do you have a... Is that plus or is it... Oh yeah, plus Ice Storm. Wait, no, Ice Storm is only -4 in perception. It's just the heavy... it must just be difficult terrain. Although you can move much quicker. Maybe that's difficult terrain and this isn't? Okay. Heavenly Fire. It's damage, and that's really all you can ask for. Right, stab him.
It's you or me.
Hey, you're finally able to get in range? That's great. I can do this as a swift action, so challenge. And then attack.
Split you in half.
Okay, well at least we're there, so we can at least hit them with yeah, so we're not actually in range with that one. Yeah, so now we can hit them if he tries to cast a spell, which is useful. Not quite far enough forward to actually hit here with anything. Well, I mean, I am with Magic Missile, but that will not work. Assuming you still have that on. Yeah, you still have shield on, that's fine. Not entirely sure. I think I'm just going to end your turn. Maybe no, because I would use a spell slot. They cast Snowball. We did get to attack, but didn't do anything. Hit him with one of these. Didn't do anything. Wonderful. Can you get close enough to do anything? Well, yeah, we should move our max movement over here. I can shoot. I'm not in range of anything, though. I would be better just continuing to move, I think. Just get closer. Okay, here. I mean, you're the only person doing consistent damage, so hit him. That's fine. I think you need to heal, unfortunately. Yeah, I think healing is your play here. Cool. And then stab.
Got you.
Oh, we actually did damage. Oh, that's fantastic. Attack. Alright, well, we tried. Scorching Ray. Hey, we hit it. We're continuing to deal damage. We got attacks of opportunity and actually did damage. We're getting there. Do you have a ranged weapon? Nope. That is not great. Could try hold person. If it works for 1 round, it works for 1 round. If it, oh, they're immune. Oh, well, never mind. Justifications can be taken out the window. Divine Zap does 1 damage, which is better than you would expect. We missed. Okay, stab him. We did it. 1 fight down. It took everything we had, but we defeated 1 enemy.
Phew. Did we really win? Of course we won! When friends work together, no monster can stand before them.
Sendri carefully inspects his arms and legs, making sure everything is still where it should be.
Friends? Yeah, right. Friends like these, even monsters will... He's an abomination. He doesn't even have a face. The mask froze right to his skull. Wait, what's this?
Muttering something disparaging under his breath, Rikarth leans over the body. He lifts the cultist mask off with his dagger and spits in disgust. A piece of ice, shimmering with a ghostly blue light, rises from the corpse. It trembles in the air, as if sensing the presence of mortals, then slowly aims its sharpest point first at Sendri, then at Rikarth, and finally at you.
This is the same thing I have in my eye. He tried to take mine, and now we're going to be taking on an extra one.
Sendri brings his fingers to his eye, which burns with the same ghostly blue fire. What is this?
I'm not sure yet, but...
Sendri purses his lips.
This thing is vile. You've no idea how vile.
But you do then. You're hiding something, mate. Come on, out with it.
Remember when that nasty fellow was poking around in my head, and I got to rummage around in his in return? Well, it was scary. Very scary. This piece of ice froze every part of his mind. It's as evil as ice cream that's made from evil instead of milk.
Ah, so evil.
I'm afraid... What if I also become... like him? Ugh.
So whoever takes this piece of ice gains its power?
Uh-huh, along with a boatload of curses. On the other hand, leave it here, and it'll end up in the hands of another one of these masked weirdos. What a choice. Between the bad, the rotten, and the filthy. All in all, business as usual.
Perhaps we should just destroy it.
That's right. No good ever comes of cultists and their magic. Hey. Listen, Icy. Don't even think about it.
Rikarth hits the ice shard hard with the hilt of his knife, but the blow doesn't even leave a mark. The shard turns its sharpest point towards Rikarth, as if preparing to stab itself into his face.
It seems we can't just break it. Now that is a pity.
Any volunteers? Rikarth and Sendri exchanged gloomy glances. It seems nobody wishes to take on this burden. Well, we will take it. The shard digs into your hand, but the physical pain it causes pales in comparison to the torment that grips your soul. The icy claws of the abyss tear you apart from the inside, leaving an unhealing wound somewhere deep in the recesses of your soul, through which an icy wind howls.
Well, we're done here. Let's stop hanging around and find a way out of this hole.
Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, never mind. You saw it too? Someone's watching us. Okay. We also leveled up, which is interesting. Shirt, ring, cloak.
We shall move.
Oh, we know what these are. So it's apprentice robe that we got here. So +1 to AC whenever the wearer is under the effect of the mage armor spell. Ring of protection and cloak of resistance. Ooh, we have a new thing on us. We have a shard power. Whatever the hell a shard power is. Okay. Well, let's start with you. You could probably do with that. Because you're going to have mage armor on at some point. Cloak of resistance. Well, probably you. We'll give you the ring of protection +2. Anyone not using a ring of protection currently? Our cleric could probably do with a ring of protection then. There we go. Right. Next step. Mage armor. Let's remember to actually cast mage armor. Now do you have mage armor? Wait, you have mage armor, right? Yeah. Cast one of those on yourself. You can also cast a mage armor on yourself. Right. That seems pretty good. Mage armor does not stack with your bracers, but that's okay because it's going to be much better anyway because this should give you an extra +1, so you're in 17 armor class. Good. That seems pretty solid. You're also in 17 armor class because your dex is higher. Okay, well, let's quick save and level up. Alright, so we are a bard. Are we going to next level bard? As a bard gains experience, she learns a number of talents that aid her and confound her foes. At 2nd level, the bard gains a rogue talent as the rogue class feature of the same name. At 6th level and every 4 levels thereafter, the bard gains an additional rogue talent. Bard cannot select a rogue talent that modifies the sneak attack ability. Okay. So we took Canny Observer last time for a perception bonus. We also gain Fascinate. At 6th level, the bard can use his performance to cause one or more creatures to become fascinated with him. Each creature to be fascinated must be within 30 feet. Each creature within the range receives a will save DC 10 plus half the bard's level plus the bard's charisma modifier, so 13 plus whatever our charisma modifier is. To negate the effect. If a creature's saving throw succeeds, the bard cannot attempt to fascinate again for 24 hours. That creature. If its saving throw fails, the creature quietly stands and observes the performance for as long as the bard continues to maintain it. Any damage to the target automatically breaks the effect. That sounds really useful. Okay. Next, 5 skills. So my skills are Trickery, Knowledge World, Perception, Persuasion, and Mobility. Okay. Bard talent. So +1 save against poisons is okay. Uncanny dodge. Okay. We sense danger before we normally be allowed to do so. We cannot be caught flat-footed, nor did we lose our dexterity bonus to AC if the attacker is invisible. That might be okay. I think uncanny dodge would be pretty good. Terrain mastery would be interesting as well. I don't know what the terrain counts as here. I assume highlands. Skill focus could be okay. We don't really use stealth from my understanding, but maybe we should. As in, we don't. This isn't the character for stealth anyway. Let's take uncanny dodge. I think that seems good. And then we get 2 new level 2. Oh, sorry, you get 1 new level 2 spell. Currently, we have Command Undead, Hold Person, Invisibility, and Sound Burst. We could potentially take a buff if we wanted to. These are 1 minute per level, so short buffs. Blur would make us harder to be hit, or someone else harder to be hit, which could potentially be really good as well. Blinding is also cool. I would prefer things that don't have a chance to be ignored, because that way they'll work against the tougher enemies. Mirror Image is quite nice. Buffing 1 creature for 10 minutes per level. So it's an hour-long buff, +2 to attack roll saves and skill checks. That might be worth it. Yeah, let's take Heroism. I think that seems pretty good. Alright. That's our Bard level. Now, we also have whatever a Shard level is. So we get 3 levels of this. So Shard Boon. So you've acquired another shard and thus gain new power. Ominous Appearance. Those you interact with are disturbed by the dark glint in your eyes and your predatory smile. You suffer a penalty to persuasion skill checks when used for diplomacy equal to twice your number of shards. Oh, and then cursed energy resistance. Being cold energy resistance equal to 10 per shard, and electricity, fire, and acid resistance equal to 3 per shard. In addition, you were no longer affected by weather effects that related to cold or wind. What's the next one? So if we get the next one, then we get a penalty on saving throws against mind-affecting effects per shard. Furthermore, you're staggered for the entire first round of combat. So it's definitely not recommending that you like stack these, because you're going to take a huge penalty, although this is quite nice. And then but you do also get spell resistance equal to 11 plus your character level plus your number of shards. Ooh. Distrust of fellows. When fighting alongside allies, you cannot escape the fear of being stabbed in the back. You suffer a -1 penalty to AC when you are within 5 feet of an ally. This penalty is doubled if you are within 5 feet of an ally who possesses a shard. Furthermore, the constant pressure of combat threatens to unleash the chaotic power of the shard the moment you loosen your grip on it. Whenever you make an attack or cast a spell, there is a 10% chance that a blast of energy will erupt from your body and strike a random creature within 50 feet of you, dealing 4d6 unholy damage. Wow. But you also gain a +4 to all ability scores and immunity to cold. Oh, that is... yeah, those are some interesting things. Okay, so let's start with this. Cold Gaze. All enemies within 30 feet of you have their speed reduced by 5 feet per shard. So these are stacking on per shard as well. Okay. And suffer a penalty on reflex saving throws and attack rolls equal to -1 per shard. That's just on permanently. It has no effect on undead and constructs. That's really good. Okay. Cold Supremacy. You have grasped every conceivable property of ice and snow. You gain a profane bonus on touch attack rolls equal to your number of shards when casting spells with the cold descriptor. You can also add the following spells to your list of spells known. Okay. Concealing Blizzard. All attacks against you suffer a mischance equal to 5% per shard. If you have 3 shards, it's increased by an additional 5%. Okay. Your natural weapons and unarmed strikes leave ever-growing ice crystals in an enemy's wounds. Cool, but we don't really do that. Enfeebling Sneak Attack. Whenever you damage an enemy with a sneak attack, the enemy also takes strength and dexterity damage equal to your number of shards. In addition, for the next round, any weapon damage you deal to that enemy is turned into cold damage. That's insane for a rogue. I mean, like, it's not very good for us because, like, you know, we don't do that. But for a rogue, that's insane. Yeah, like, that's every time you damage an enemy with a sneak attack, this happens. You get 2 attacks per round as a rogue, both of which I believe can sneak attack. So you could, in theory, with 1 shard, do 2 points of strength and dex damage every turn, which then means that they're dex slowers, which means you get a higher chance of hitting them on the next turn. And I think if their strength or dex reach 0, they die. That's really good. When you damage an enemy with a ranged weapon from the bows, crossbows, or thrown fighter weapon group, your projectile splits into a number of fragments equal to 1 plus your number of shards. Each fragment deals damage equal to 1d6 per shard to a random enemy within 10 feet of the target. Cool. Whenever you land a hit on an enemy with a ranged weapon from bows, crossbows, so on, you deal additional cold damage equal to 1d6 per shard. This effect can occur twice per round. If that enemy's hit dice are equal to or less than your level plus your number of shards, the enemy is also frozen in place with no check, right? That's not like they have to take a roll. They're frozen in place. Okay. Your melee weapon attacks deal cold damage equal to 1d8 per shard. Cool. Each round you gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 3 times your number of shards. Okay. Penetrating Hex. When you target an enemy with an ability or a spell for Curse of Hex descriptor, next round all attacks against that enemy are treated as if they are made with cold iron magic weapon, and the enemy's DR is reduced by an amount equal to your number of shards. Not useful because we have no hexes. Redistribute Life. Once per round, when you deal negative energy damage, your living ally with the fewest hit points Heals a number of hit points equal to 1d6 per shard. Cool. Remorseless Cold. Any cold damage you deal cannot be reduced or prevented by immunities or resistances. In addition, your abilities with the cold descriptor deal an additional unholy damage equal to 1d6 per shard. Summon Icebound Abricandillus. You have learned to summon the weakest of Sithud's minions and make them serve you. 3 times per day you can summon a number of Icebound Abricandillus equal to twice your number of shards for 1 minute. Summon monsters appear where you designate and act according to their initiative. Alright. Cool. And then we got all of these, which I think are... some of these are 3 shards only, so these are probably more powerful. Then some of these require you to have an animal companion. Okay. That's fine. Just reading what some of these do, roughly. Okay, I see. What do we want to do? I think Cold Gaze is honestly, like, really good. I think that it doesn't seem the best, as in, like, it doesn't seem insane. But actually, -1 on attack rolls to every enemy. All enemies have their speed reduced by 5 per shard if they're within 30 feet, which is actually kind of useful, because generally the movement that an enemy will have is 30 feet. So, if you reduce that by 5... then you're effectively saying enemies cannot reach you if they are within the max range, which is interesting. And the penalty on reflex saving throws is also quite nice. I think that one's kind of useful. I don't know, I'm just going through them again quickly. Nothing else really jumps out at me as something that we need. Maybe Frost Edge, but like I seem to remember us never hitting anything. Maybe summon. This one's also interesting. Maybe a summon is useful. I'm going to take Cold Gaze. I might regret that, but we'll take it. Okay. Rogue. Next level of Rogue, we get Danger Sense. Okay, that's pretty good. And then a Rogue Talent. Wonderful. We'll take those. And then Rogue Talent. What did I take last time? Weakening Wounds. When making a sneak attack against a creature that has damage reduction, this character's attack reduces that damage reduction for 2 rounds by an amount equal to the character's level. The penalty to damage reduction does not stack. It's still pretty useful though. Okay. Jump Up. Does not provoke attacks of opportunity when standing from prone. Just doing a quick scan to some of these here. You can take Trip. Adds that. Opponents damaged by this character's sneak attack can't make attacks of opportunity for 1 round. So is this is the following on from this one maybe? No, for a second there I thought this one okay, no. This one is not following on, it's just the same picture. That's kind of useful. What's Confounding Blades? Oh, I have to click it, okay. When a creature with this talent hits a creature with a melee attack that deals sneak attack damage, the opponent cannot make attacks of opportunity for 1d4 plus 1 rounds. Okay. Fair enough. Mystery Seeker. You'd add an extra focus attack. Move at full speed when using the stealth skill without penalty. Okay. Potentially useful. Perception bonuses are nice. I think slow reactions does sound useful. Let's take it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making bad choices. I probably am. You get level 3 spells. Nice. Oh, actually, before we do this, you have a shard. Do you have a shard power? You do. You have Cold Supremacy. Okay. You gain a profane bonus on touch attack rolls equal to the number of shards when casting spells with a cold descriptor. Okay. Cool. That's good to know. Yeah. Let's grab these. And then we can choose a spell specialization. Okay. I would like to be specialized with Snowball. Treat your caster level as being 2 levels higher for all level variable effects of the spell. Okay. Every time you gain a level in a spellcasting class, you can choose a New spell to replace the spell selected with this feat. That spell becomes your specialized spell. Okay. I'm just trying to see if we can see the previous time we got it. No, we haven't had it before. So, is Snowball something that actually benefits from this? I mean, none of the others do. Can I read what Snowball does again? No. I have to come out of this. Okay. Snowball. I could just pause the game as well while we're doing this. So it does a maximum of 5d6 damage. So it does 1d6 points of cold damage per caster level. Maximum 5d6. Okay, so this has no benefit. Because it's already at its max. Okay, so that's a bad choice then, right? Yeah, so what we need to do is find one of these that actually does benefit. So, Mage Armor benefits because you get an extra 2 hours. Scorching Ray would benefit, right? For every 4 levels beyond the 3rd. Yeah, that would allow us to have an extra Scorching Ray if we wanted it. Okay, it also said we learned a bunch of spells with Cold Supremacy. Snowball, Frigid Touch, Vengeful Comments, Ice Storm, Icy Prison. So do I have those spells and I just don't have them on the bar? Ah, I can't cast them yet because I don't have those levels of spells. I see. Okay, cool. Right, so in here, grab these two. Spell Specialization. I've actually forgotten which one I was going to choose. I was going to choose Fireball, but oh, wait, it might be down here. Acquired ability. Not Fireball, Scorching Ray, that's what I meant. Can I choose not to take this? No, so it can't be that I already have it. It's weird that it says you already have it. Okay. Having another look at the list. Acid Arrow? Wait, do we know Acid Arrow? No. So that being it would be a bit weird. Magic Missile would be good because we get more missiles. Grease, do you have an effect? It goes longer? Well, definitely not. We don't have Summon Monster 2 either. Okay. It's kind of a weird list it's giving us then. Summon Monster 1 has no benefit. Okay. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this fundamentally. Yeah, no idea. As I would choose Mage Armor? It's the only one that does anything? Okay. Do you have anything with the cold descriptor? I do not see anything with the cold descriptor immediately. That's okay. Summoning Monster is useful because it allows us to have more, like, basically more garbage to stop us being hit. Protection from arrows is 1 hour, which is kind of useful. Protection from a damage type is kind of useful, but that's not communal. Resist energy communal is also kind of interesting. See, invisibility is interesting. I don't know what we're going to deal with is the problem. Haste is also very good. Maybe I'll grab Haste. Haste seems like that cannot really backfire that much. Okay, and then we get Superior Summoning. Each time you summon each time you cast a summoning spell that conjures more than one creature, add 1 to the total number. Never mind. I am going to choose Summon Monster 3. So we can add an extra 1. Now, can I choose Summon Monster 3 in here? No. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why this menu is like the way it looks. It looks a bit weird. Okay, I'll take Mage Armor. Sure. Fine. Done. Cleric. Crusader. Oh, what do you get? Acid resistance. Nice. Okay. That seems fine. Oh, and then you just get Stabilize. Upon casting the spell, you target a living creature that has -1 or fewer hit points, and you stabilize them. Cool. Do you get anything else at this level? Like any new spells? Oh, you do get level 3 spells. Ooh, cool. We'll look at those in a second. You also get some more spells. So we'll look at both of them. Right, our other sorcerer. Okay. Now these characters, yeah, these ones are mercenaries, so I created these 3 in theory. So they're not tied to us forever in theory. I think I took another sorcerer because I wanted Disrupt Undead for consistent damage or something. I vaguely remember that being my logic. Whether it was good logic, I don't know. But yeah, I vaguely remember that. Here, what do we get? We get another level 3. I guess you can take haste then. Good. And then we get to level up you, fighter. So we have 5 in fighter and then 1 in cavalier. So I think I put 1 in cavalier just so that I could get the horse. I didn't really want anything more. So what's this next level of fighter get us? Weapon training. Okay. What weapon are we using? We are using an Earthbreaker. Okay. Cool. I would like to make Earthbreakers better. Right. Next. Yep. I don't know what category an Earthbreaker is in. I would assume hammers, maces, and flails. Earthbreaker. Yes. Hammers, maces, and flails. Done. That's what we're after. And then the horse needs to level up. It's just a horse. Cool. Oh, wait. Was I leveling? I might have decided at one point to level perception on it. I think I did decide to level perception on it. There we go. So it can see. Right. Cool. That took rather longer than it may have needed to, but that's okay. It's just getting back in the swing of things. Here. So you've got Vengeful Comets. So how do I add that to my bar?
What are we doing now?
Ah, we go in here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, they're already added to my bar. Perfect. Right. Not that I'll get to use them until we get to rest. You've got haste on your bar. That's fine. Here. I need to put on new spells. You also got new spell slots of lower levels. So have we got remove sickness? Remove fear could be good. Magic weapon could be good. Yeah, let's maybe take magic weapon, because does that not make your weapon count as magical? I think it does. So that definitely seems like that could be useful. Here, restoration lesser. Yeah. I would imagine that taking another restoration lesser would probably be okay. Combined with maybe a... Just seeing here, maybe a cure moderate wounds, although maybe not. Maybe a little summon monster if we're going down that path. Yeah, let's take that for now. And then here, soothing mud. So this is slow healing. Yeah, and it gives you ability point healing. That's fine. Resist energy communal. Magical vestment is also quite useful. Let's maybe take some magical vestments. Let's take some buffs. Sure. Right. Seems good to me. Right. Let's do a quick save. Let's select our party. And let's advance. Oh, you?
I don't need anyone's sympathy.
Mount the horse. Right. Ooh, a lore religion check.
The deed is done.
Frost and Bones, who rules over the sinister corner of the abyss. Okay. Quick save. Okay. I'm a little bit paranoid about everything. Nothing over here. So where actually are we? Okay, so we are... Is this going back down the way we came? Is there anything else up here? I don't think so. No. It was definitely implied to go back the way that we came. Because this is where we saw the guy. Okay.
Forwards! No, backwards.
This way.
Backwards!
Okay. Well, lore nature check. Ooh, into the ancient fane. Alright, let's see if we pass.
It went swimmingly.
When souls hurtle down into the abyss, they undergo bizarre transformations. The bridge of the bone could be the spine of an ancient beast or the soul of 100 sinners fused together. Okay, so that's, I think, where we're going, to the ancient fane. Oh, we got other stuff here. Okay, knowledge world check. Let's go.
I did it!
The sharp, jagged mass of ice cells to mind the name of a far-flung corner of the abyss, the razor-maned glaciers. So do we want to go along that way? Or do we want to go down to the ancient fane? Well, let's keep going this way for now. Just to see if there's anything else here. I'm going to deliberately run forward because I believe there isn't anything else here. No, so this is where we started. So let's go to the ancient fane, which I think is somewhere we've been before on the Knight Commander? Potentially? Not sure. Anyway, in we go.
This way.
Hello. It went that way. It was also straight on. Let's follow it. Ooh, loot. Grab that. And a letter. Ice-coated page. It's still difficult to believe the Frozen Lord was defeated, but there can be no doubt. I and other disciples of Sithhood have lost all protection. Never before has the cold felt so sharp or so merciless. Our enemies, the servants of Koshchi, endure the cold much better. No wonder then that so many abandoned our fallen master and sided with his killer. We were on the run from our former comrades. One of the neophytes froze to death, and I carved runes into his body until my fingers grew numb. There was barely enough to hide from the sorceress Blizzard. Maybe we should take the body with us. Supplies are running low. Okay. Oh, there's not really anywhere else to go here. It's just telling us that there was loot there. Which, you know, I can appreciate. I can appreciate something just telling us about loot. Oh. Another cutscene. An uncanny place. Just like our jail. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, camera moved down. There's a little fire down there. Oh, that's a positive sign. I wonder who could be down there. Oh! Ooh, it just makes me feel cold inside just looking at it. A sure sign we're on the right path. Well, with us being on the right path, I think it is time for us to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Everybody will tell you the same thing. It helps with video rankings, it helps with search rankings, all of that sort of stuff. I only mention it on the first episode of a series, and I won't mention it again. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.